Welcome to a very special episode of Size Previews, but not quite as you know it. So the doors are about to open to the public, but before they do, I'm going to give you a quick tour and a brief overview of the projects. But it won't be all the stories, it won't be all the details, you'll have to wait for the actual episodes. So sit tight, relax, and we'll get to them next month. So coming into the Reebok space, the first project I want to show you is the next installment of Classics by Size. But what's really interesting about this one is it's the first time we've taken it away from that traditional classic white chalk leather. This is really harnessing that trail DNA of a lot of Reebok archive products, and you'll see here it's really dialed up in terms of materials and in terms of layers. And then finally, arguably our shoe of last year, the Beatnik, but that can't sit on its own. We've got two shoes to sit alongside it, ultimate size staples. We've got the Club C and the Workout Ripple. So moving to the Nike space, what better way to start with one of the most synonymous shoes with size in Nike, the Huarache. Inspired by ACG, that's all I'm going to give you for now because there's a lot more details we can talk about when we actually get to it. For us, one of the most special projects for the season. Over the many decades, there's been lots and lots of amazing iterations of Dunk. And for the first time, size is entering into that timeline. It's a moment we'll always remember. That will always be the very first Dunk project with Nike. We can't wait to see how people react to this. So we have actually mentioned this project in one of our questions answered episodes. So for the first time you can see it. A lot of you probably guessed what it was when we talked about the film references. There was only one place we can go and one trilogy we could use, and it was The Godfather. Inspired by three iconic moments across the three films, we've got the wedding, the bar and the restaurant. So for us, we're really, really excited to tell this story and bring this to life. So the next installment of our Vans collaboration is with The Authentic. Now, needlepoint you'll have probably seen already, but this is needlepoint like you won't have seen it. It's not printed, it's fully woven, but when you actually get both feet together, they're completely different executions. And it's a shoe that looks so good on foot as well. So moving into the Adidas space, where else can we start other than the lost ones? Revisiting two Russian-made Ulms that are grails for me and things we've been wanting to work and bring back for a long, long time. Again, following that film project brief from earlier on, and it's the Zizou shoe. A shoe that only ever released before during the film premiere, which was 20 pairs. This is a shoe you've probably never seen before. It's actually the prototype of SL82 direct from the archive in Herzo. Another really special and exciting project. You may know this shoe as the Bristol. It's now known as the Eisenbahn, which is actually the designer of the iconic Clifton Bridge in Bristol. To sit alongside it, we've done an iteration inspired by Alfred, the gorilla, who is the mascot and almost becomes really synonymous with Bristol Zoo. Now wait for the actual Size Previews episode because there's a lot more in-depth storytelling, but what I'll tell you for now is we've worked with a local brewery in Bristol, the New Bristol Brewery, to create two size beers. And finally, we take the AS program to a completely new space. As I've said before, the AS230 has only ever been navy based with coloured stripes, and the 240 has only ever been black based with coloured stripes. And it's something that you may have seen before in iconic iterations like the United Arrows Tobaccos. That for me was a reference point because I love that shoe and I feel this is almost harnessing it and taking it to another level in terms of storytelling. It didn't feel right to put a colour on a 230 or 240 that wasn't navy or black. So what we've done is create the AS260, which allows us to revisit some more icons. This is inspired by the Island series. This one's Bali and this one's Galapagos. This sample is actually changing slightly because it's going onto a darker gum. But as you'll see from here, we've not only brought back some icons and told that colour story, we've created a model and took it into a completely new space as well.